Today I wanted to compare versions of Exolon from the ZX Spectrum and the Commodore 64. I was on a discussion on Twitter about great games on the ZX Spectrum, and Super Retroid told me that Exolon was a great one on the ZX Spectrum, and I had never heard of the game. I tried it out. I liked it a lot. And then I found out also that there is a Commodore 64 version, so I wanted to try that out as well. So anyway, let's play the ZX Spectrum version first. Oh, already died. As you can tell, I'm not that great at this game. One thing I like a lot about the ZX Spectrum version is the graphics are very crisp. Anyway, some of the basic things about this game: you hold down the button to fire the missile. You have a limited amount of those. They're called grenades. These packs will fill you back up with grenades. Some of the packs have ammo. Some of the packs have grenades. And then there's these teleporters, which it took me a while to figure that out too. Teleporters, you jump in and you hit up, and then you pop, and that was an ammo pack. And then you can teleport to the different levels in the game. So also, you have these orbs to contend with here. As you can tell, I'm not that great at this game. Oh, but it is a fun game to play. Oh, I really do like this game quite a bit. It reminds me a little bit of Jetpack, which was the very first game I played on my ZX Spectrum. You know, I'm not even sure if I've ever gotten past this little missile launcher thing here. So let's try the Commodore 64 version out now. Switch to that. Okay, so here's the Commodore 64 version of Exolon. So let's give that a play, see how it compares. As you can see, the premise is pretty much identical. One thing about the Commodore 64 version that I noticed was there are more sound effects than the ZX Spectrum version. Most noticeable one is when you fire the grenade. The graphics aren't as crisp, I would say, but you know, if you're used to the Commodore 64's chunky sprites, it's certainly playable. It plays almost the same as the ZX Spectrum version. Both are a lot of fun to play. It's very challenging, actually. And luckily, with this game, you're given a lot of lives. Ugh. At least today you can say you watched someone play Exolon poorly. Anyway, so that's the two versions of Exolon. If I had to pick my favorite, I think I would pick the ZX Spectrum version. I like the graphics a little better. The sound in this Commodore 64 version is better. But overall, they're both a lot of fun to play, and definitely both worth playing.